Hi, this is Don McAllister, and welcome to another ScreenCastsOnline weekly tip video. Carrying on from our first look at mobile Safari a couple of weeks ago, this week I'm going to take a look at iCloud tabs and private browsing. Let's start by going into mobile Safari. Now I have quite a few tabs open across the top, but they're not really organized or sorted. I can drag tabs around if I want to organize them, but I can't see from which websites they've come from easily. Now there is a way to do that, and that's by going into the tab view. So if I tap on the icon up in the top right hand corner, we get this tab view, and this actually allows us to see both individual browser sessions but also multiple browser sessions on the same website. For instance, here I've got 3 sessions on YouTube. I've also got 3 sessions on bbc.co.uk. Now, while you're in this view, you can do various things. You can rearrange them if you want. So if I want to move that around, I can do. You can close them down as well by tapping on the X. So that will make that particular browser session disappear. If I want to go into a split view mode, what I can do is just grab this, and rather than moving it around here, just grab it to the side and let go. It goes into a split view mode. Now, to come out of split view mode without actually closing one of these sessions down or dragging one tab to another, I can quite simply tap and hold on the tab icon in the bottom right hand corner and just say merge all tabs, and that will put me back to a single display. Now it is also possible to see tabs, iCloud tabs they're called, from other devices, and the way you would do that is to go into the tab view again, and if we scroll up so we see the bottom entries, you'll see here I've got my MacBook Pro with certain tabs, and I also have my iPhone as well. Now these are all configured on the same iCloud account, and the synchronization is done automatically. The only thing you need to do is on each device, if you go across to settings, go to the iCloud settings. So there we go, just tap on iCloud, and then just make sure that Safari Sync is switched on. It should synchronize your bookmarks, your tabs, etc. But let's just go back to Safari, and to actually see one of these, well, if I wanted to see this Google search that was invoked on my iPhone, I can just tap on there, and it will open up that URL. One little tip as well, if we just go back into tab view and scroll up, if you want to delete any of these, you can actually just swipe across and close, and that will close that tab. Now, if you want to delete all your open tabs, there are 2 ways of doing it. You can do it from this view here. If I tap and hold on done, you'll see you get the option to close 15 tabs, or if I just tap on done, and while we're in this view, again, tap and hold, again, close 15 tabs, and we'll go ahead and say that. And all our tabs are now closed. Okay, let's have a quick look at private mode. Now, before we go into private mode, let's just quickly check our history. So if I go into the sidebar here, I can see, well, there's my history here from this afternoon. The last thing I looked at was this Tivoli Google search. Okay, so that's fine. So I'll just close that sidebar. And to get into private mode, we actually tap on the tab icon again in the top corner, and then we tap on the private button. Now, as it says, and you have to be careful about this, private browsing mode, Safari won't remember the pages you visited, your search history, or your autofill information, but only after you close a tab in private browsing mode. So what this means is, well, let's open up a new tab in private mode. If I tap on the plus, you'll see that the top bar now is in a darker color, and that just indicates to me now that's in private mode. If I go to, say, the Apple website, that's fine. I can have a look at the Apple website. If I want to do some shopping, say in private mode, if I go to, let's say I've got Popular and I've got eBay, so I can go in, buy some presents on eBay, etc. And then I come out of private mode. Let's say I've done what I need to do. If I come out of private mode, and I'll tap on the button in the top corner and then tap on private again. Right, private mode, I'm now out of private mode. If I say done, I go back into my history. You'll see I still have just the Tivoli search as the last thing that I looked at. However, if I go back into private mode, those 2 tabs are still open. So I can quickly go back to here, and I can also go back to eBay. So to close these, I have to, well, for the eBay tab, I'll tap on the X, and that's gone. Now to get rid of this Apple tab, I need to go back into tab mode, and then we'll just go ahead and we'll close that one down. Then to come out of private browsing mode, just tap on private, and then we'll say done. So just be aware that closing private browsing mode won't close the browser tabs that you have open. You have to go in and actually manually close them down. So still lots to cover on mobile Safari, so we'll probably do another tip video in a week or 2. If you want to learn more about using your Apple devices, there are over 700 full video tutorials available to Screencast Online members, covering all aspects of the Mac, iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, and even the Apple TV. Now, all full members receive a new Apple-related video tutorial each and every week, as well as a free subscription to the Screencast Online monthly magazine, packed with videos and articles on getting the most out of your Apple devices. Now, you can get your free 14-day trial membership over at ScreenCastsOnline.com, or check out some of the free content over on the SCO Showcase app on the iPad, iPhone, and Apple TV. That's it for this week. I'll be back next week with another tip, so I'll speak to you then.